In today's video, we're going to be going over yet another PlayStation Store sale. Yes, another one. It seems like every week we're getting some PlayStation Store sales, and while this one isn't as big as the Attack of the Blockbuster sale, it's still got some really good deals, so I want to take a look at that. On top of that, the reviews for Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age are coming out ahead of its September 4th release, and they are looking very, very positive, so JRPG fans are going to want to stay tuned for that. We've got the release date for Spider-Man's first DLC, and it's coming shortly after the release of the game, which is coming on September 7th. Onimusha is coming back, while not with the new game. A remaster of the first game will be coming early 2019, and we have details on Sekiro Shadows Die Twice and the fact that it won't have microtransactions. More on that at the end of this video. First, let's take a look at yet another PlayStation Store sale. It's the PlayStation Plus special sale, so you have to be a PlayStation Plus subscriber to take advantage of these deals. I'm sure the majority of you are, and there aren't a ton of games on sale, but there are some standouts that I want to go over. A Hat in Time is 40% off for $17.99. That's a really good game published by Humble. It's a pretty quirky 3D platformer, a throwback to older platformers of yesteryear, so if you're into that, definitely give it a look. $17.99 is still a little bit on the higher price side, but I would say it's worth it. Dragon's Crown Pro is once again 30% off for $34.99. I've always mentioned that this is the price that Dragon's Crown Pro probably should have released at, but hey, since it's on sale and it's going for this price pretty regularly, I can give it a strong recommendation. A game by Vanillaware, they've done some fantastic titles, and Dragon's Crown Pro is yet another one. A game that was originally released on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita comes back better than ever on the PlayStation 4. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is 40% off for $17.99. That is a great game. Dragon's Dogma was another game originally released on the PlayStation 3. It had some issues on the technical side, but the game itself was very good, and on the PlayStation 4, those technical limitations are pretty much removed, so you can imagine you're getting an excellent game here with a ton of content. $17.99 is a great price for that. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is also available for $17.99. That is a great game, and considering Ninja Theory has just been acquired by Microsoft, this will be the last game of theirs that we'll be seeing on the PlayStation 4, at least for the foreseeable future, and it is a fantastic game with an incredible atmosphere. It's not incredibly lengthy, but the experience that you get is fantastic. Monster Hunter World is 40% off for $35.99. How can I not recommend MH World? This is a game that's easily worth the full $59.99, but now for $35.99, you are getting so much content for your money. That is a great deal. One of the best PS2 games of all time was remastered in HD with Okami HD. That's 30% off for $13.99. Great deal there. Prey is 50% off for $14.99. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition is 40% off for $29.99. That's a pretty good deal. You've got Titanfall 2 on sale. It seems like that's one game that will not stop going on sale. It's $7.99 for the Ultimate Edition. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus is 50% off for $29.99. Great JRPG there, and there are a ton of other deals available as well. Those are just some of the highlights. Check out the sale for yourself. A lot of good deals to take advantage of. I don't think we'll be covering this sale more in depth because there aren't a ton of games on sale, but if you guys want that, let us know in the comment section down below and we will hook it up. Moving on from that, JRPG fans, I know you're excited for Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, but to get your excitement even higher, its reviews are coming out and they are looking very positive. Currently, the game is sitting at an 88 on Metacritic, which is a very respectable score. Yes, it's not a 90. It was actually at a 90 for a little bit, but then it dropped down a little bit. An 88 is still a fantastic score. PlayStation Universe gave the game a perfect score. Gaming Nexus gave it a 95. DualShockers gave it a 95. IGN Japan gave it a 94. Eurogamer Italy gave it a 90. PlayStation Lifestyle gave it a 90. Game Revolution gave it a 90. GameSpot has it as a 90 as well, and IGN had it at an 88. The lowest score is a 6 out of 10, and the second lowest is a 7 out of 10, and those are still pretty high given that they're at the absolute bottom. Again, 88 on Metacritic right now, looking to be a very good JRPG. Already released in Japan, was very well received there. If you're a JRPG fan, it's coming on September 4th. Kind of sucks that it's just 3 days before Spider-Man, and given that this is going to be a very lengthy experience, for a lot of us, we're gonna have to figure out how to juggle between Dragon Quest XI and Spider-Man, and then there's Zone of the Enders coming as well. The game releases are really coming in full force now, and it looks like Dragon Quest XI will be kicking it off in a big way. I just mentioned Spider-Man a little while ago. Well, we've got details on Spider-Man's first DLC, and it's dropping on October 23rd. This is gonna add 3 new chapters, and it'll allow you to experience new story missions, challenges, enemies, and suits to unlock. It's dubbed Spider-Man, the city that never sleeps. You know, as much as I'm excited for Spider-Man, I can't say that it doesn't disappoint me that we're hearing about DLC information even prior to the game being released. I just hate when that happens. I know you've got DLC planned, but keep it under wraps until we get the game. Let us play the game, let us enjoy the game, and then you can start promoting your DLC. How about you promote the game, wait until September 7th, let's see if that game delivers. I'm sure it will. Insomniac is a phenomenal studio, but why promote DLC now? I know some people disagree with me on that, and they're gonna say every other studio does it. Well, just because every other studio jumps off a bridge, does that mean you should jump off a bridge? I just don't think that's a great way to look at things. Spider-Man is still gonna do incredibly well. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I was annoyed by it with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, however, that did it to an even greater extent, and this does annoy me a little bit. I always have to say, this type of content should be included in the main game, and the more we say it's okay that content like this is stripped out, the more and more the publishers are gonna push stuff like this, and the more and more they're gonna get away with stripping away more and more content. It's just something to keep in mind. Still, the first DLC will be dropping on October 23rd, and the game itself will be coming on September 7th. Moving on from that, Onimusha is coming back with Onimusha Warlords, a remaster being released on January 15th. This is a remaster of the very first Onimusha game. This came seemingly out of nowhere. Onimusha is a series that I've talked about a little bit on this channel. I said that I would love to see a new game, and while this isn't a brand new game, this is a remaster of the 2001 Onimusha Warlords. It is a classic game, and I think it's a great idea for Capcom to release a remaster, see how gamers take to it, see if this game will still resonate with gamers today, and then go from there. If it does well, hey, let's do another game. If not, no harm done. It's not like this is going to be a huge investment to get Onimusha Warlords out. Here's the press release they put out. Capcom's classic samurai adventure Onimusha Warlords comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Originally released in 2001 for PS2, Onimusha Warlords blended thrilling action with a cinematic story to sell over 2 million copies worldwide. Capcom brings the original Onimusha Warlords to players now with updated features such as high-definition graphics, widescreen display options, analog stick support, a new soundtrack, and an easy mode available right from the start. Again, it'll be dropping on January 15th for the low price of $19.99, and hopefully this does well enough where we can see another Onimusha. Capcom has been on absolute fire recently with Monster Hunter World, Devil May Cry 5, the Resident Evil 2 remake, and now Onimusha is back. These are some of the classic Capcom IPs. So happy that they're doing well. Now can you just give me a new Mega Man Battle Network and a new Mega Man X game and I can die happily. That's something we'll hopefully see sooner rather than later. And lastly, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Let's talk a little bit about that. Recently we talked about the game possibly having microtransactions. That was thanks to a mess up spotted on the UK PlayStation Store. However, a representative who works for Step 3, a PR company that works with Activision, told COG Connected that that isn't the case at all. Quote, there are no plans for microtransactions in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. In-game purchases optional seem to be an erroneous tick box. The PR representative also said that that was going to be fixed, so that should be a big relief for all of you looking forward to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I know a lot of you got very upset over the possibility of microtransactions. It looks like that won't be happening, so that is great news.
Some time has passed since I found you. Your master still lives. They'll soon make use of his bloodline. The limb you have lost will give way to something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth.
And that is going to conclude this video. Again, the PlayStation Plus special sale is running right now. Some great deals as a part of that. Not as many deals as the Attack of the Blockbuster sale, but a lot of great deals to take advantage of. Dragon Quest XI reviews are coming out currently. It's sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. It's getting some awesome reviews. Can't wait for that on September 4th. Spider-Man will be getting its first DLC dropping on October 23rd. It'll add 3 chapters with new story missions, challenges, enemies, and suits to unlock. Onimusha is coming back with an Onimusha Warlords remaster, and that'll be coming to just about every platform on January 15th, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice won't have microtransactions. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.